What was once highly respected that is now a complete joke. McAfee antivirus. The History Channel, the Learning Channel, MTV. Sears. The Food Pyramid. Bank managers. They used to have serious power in local communities. Now they have to be glorified customer service reps a lot of the time. People are going to reflexively deny its initial popularity, but Facebook. It even used its exclusivity as its primary marketing tool during its initial launch only for colleges. Craftsman tools. Deleted. Dr. Martens boots. A British institution, you bought a pair, they lasted for years. Alas, private equity got involved, manufacturing was sent offshore, and the quality went down like a submarine. You are better off buying a pair of boots from the company that used to make them for DM, than a genuine pair of DMs nowadays. Their quality is a shadow of what it once was. Landline telephones. The house phone used to be a vital link to the outside world. It's how you'd talk to friends and family far away, interact with businesses, call for help in an emergency, etc. But once junk calls were allowed to spiral completely out of control, the phone became a nuisance. As someone I saw said a while back, a Gen Z person would sooner jump on a live grenade than accept an incoming call from an unknown number, and that's in the context of mobile phones, which don't get nearly as much spam. Wired phones are almost completely useless today. Hobbies. I am a hobbyist musician, and will never try to make money off of my music. I simply enjoy creating it with zero expectations. Hustle culture ruined a lot of that, because now every time I share my music with people, it turns into a conversation about monetization or how I'm wasting my time on something. It's hard to even find like-minded people who want to collaborate without it turning into some big thing. Time enjoyed is not time wasted. Edit. Wow, this blew up. Thanks for the replies. Keep doing what you love. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there, but don't be pressured to do something you don't want to do. The world is full of people who want what you have, trust me, don't let them take it if it's taking a chunk of you with it. Wells Fargo. Bill Cosby. Quora before it turned into the new Yahoo Answers. The Guinness Book of World Records. Once a well-established and professional collection of every impressive human feat, now a quick ego boost for rich kids that have barely enough talent to balance an egg on their forehead for 15 seconds on a July afternoon at exactly 11:55 a.m. while wearing a Hello Kitty onesie. What's something you learned embarrassingly late in life? I'm from Mississippi, and until I was 18 I thought that everyone else in the country counted with their own state. I.e., instead of one Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, they would count 1 Nevada, 2 Nevada, or 1 Maryland, 2 Maryland, etc. It wasn't until I was about 20 that I discovered that you're supposed to add water to condensed soup. Very vividly remember eating condensed tomato soup in my dorm room without any water, so was essentially eating ketchup. That players on American sports teams do not all originally come from the area where their team is from. My dad was fond of framing questions to my brother and/or me regarding just what on earth we were doing, up to age 10 or so, when it no longer seemed necessary, using the term pray tell, as in what are you doing with the tools, pray tell. I presumed a pradle was a gentle equivalent to goofball or dummy. One day I corrected my brother about some misconception he had, addressing him as you pradle. What did you call him? Asked Dad, who happened to be nearby. A pradle. You call us that all the time. I do. Yeah, you say, what is that supposed to be, pradle? I'd never seen him laugh through a facepalm before. I didn't know tortilla chips were made out of tortillas until I was 20 years old and saw the line cook at my job cut up a tortilla and throw it in the deep fryer. When I was 10 I thought the word masturbate meant contemplate. So I told my math teacher that I needed more time to masturbate my math problem. Also, when I was 15 I learned that a woman's eggs were not the same size as chicken eggs. I thought periods were so bloody because the chicken-sized egg was stretching them out. That all the places in France were not named after wines. I thought ponies were just baby horses until the age of 23. Edit, until I was 23, I didn't think horses aged like turtles. I'm dumb, but not that dumb. Until I was in school for environmental studies, I thought morning dove was morning dove. I usually heard them calling in the mornings, so morning made sense to me. I was maybe 17 or 18 before learning that it was Timbuktu, not Timbuktu. I thought there was an original Timbuk out there somewhere. I thought sedan was a car brand until I was 22. Why I was really young, my sister told me she threw her guts up. So I was really afraid of vomiting my entire insides up for years. Things aren't supposed to start to get blurry at about 15 to 20 feet. Learned I needed glasses at like 26 from one of these threads. Yes, people, you are supposed to be able to see individual leaves on trees. Hope someone else can be helped like I was. That a prostitute doesn't actually sell a piece of their body. Backstory: my mom and I were watching the scene from Titanic where Jack tells Rose that he painted a one-legged prostitute. I asked my mom what a prostitute was and she told me it's someone who sells their body for money. I could not fathom why someone would sell their leg for like $30. When people say quote unquote, I thought they were saying quote unquote. What do people claim they do but in reality they don't? Reread personal notes after a conference/convention. We should definitely make plans and get together sometime. I never know when someone's serious about this. Is it just an expression people use, or am I the bad guy for not following up on it? A shocking amount doesn't wash their hands after using the restroom. The research. People claim they are my co-workers but in reality I seem to be the one working. Read the terms and conditions. They put LOL when they probably didn't actually LOL. Not be a hypocrite. We're all hypocrites in cute ways sometimes. Floss. I am fine. Proper hygiene. Some people swear they clean but you can smell the stench and tell they're liars. Tell them I said hi. Of course, I sure will absolutely do that. Probably actually pray when they say thoughts and prayers LOL. Most of these rappers claim that they do this and do that, put in work, when in reality they're just studio gangsters that say shit just to sell records.